Hey everybody, welcome back to the bunker. Today is Wednesday, Thanksgiving Eve Wednesday, which means we get to do a cool fall color. Anyway, we got a pretty good episode lined up for you tonight. You don't want to miss it. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Hey everybody, like I said, welcome back to the bunker. My name is Andrew. I will be your host this evening. Looks like we got a few folks online already. Let me pull up the chat here. Oh, maybe we don't. Are we live over on the Facebook world? Weird. Hang on. We might have some technical difficulties. I see we're live over on Instagram. What's up, Martin? Del Gray, what's up, guys? Hey, give me a second here. I'm trying to figure out why we might not be live over on. No, it says we're live on Facebook. I just can't see. There we go. There's all the comments. Mr. Cernich in the house. Mr. Wicker, how's it going, folks? All right, good deal. Okay, good deal. Man, I was having a conniption there for just a second. I was like, oh no, it all went to crap. But anyway, glad to have you folks here in the bunker with me. Today is Thanksgiving Eve, and we are going to do I guess they're pretty close to autumn, fall colors, if you will. We're going to kind of do Bunker Bait's take on, we'll just say it. X-Zone's got a color out there. We actually got two colors. We're going to kind of combine them. They've got a perch color and a bluegill color that's kind of the perch color is kind of a green pumpkin over amber, and the bluegill is a brownish over this amber color. We're going to do a little mixture of both, throw our flair in there and call it our own. And of course, we'll be doing a name the game tonight. So hopefully that goes good. Tracy, what's up, dude? Awesome. How's it going? Man, who else we got going on? Okay, good deal. So we are live on a couple different fronts tonight. I'll do my best to keep up with comments as always. I want to welcome you again to the bunker with me. Hopefully you guys have a nice cold beverage. It'll be about an hour-long show, so stay with us. Do a lot of cool stuff. We're going to be picking some winners tonight. Cheers, by the way. We'll be picking some winners from the pink lemonade color that we did last week, as well as the youth giveaway. We'll be doing that. Those will be coming tonight, and we'll, of course, do a contest for these wonderful baits we're going to make this evening. Hopefully, it's a pretty good show. Mr. Callahan, what's up, dude? Hey, Dan. Good deal. Dave, what's up? Awesome. Okay, good deal. Well, with that said, let's go ahead and get started. If you guys want to in the comments, you could help us out. Maybe if you're in Facebook world at highlight, you guys can also back out of the live show, share it real quick, and then come back. Maybe we'll try to get a few more viewers on here. It looks like we're kind of limited this evening, but I kind of figured that. Everybody's probably spending time with family, things like that. So if you guys are here with me, thank you so much for spending time out here. Let me get our hot plastic here so we can actually get started on making some colors. Get back to our normal script, if you will. So what I've got is about 4 cups of plastic hot on each side. I guess I should change the view so you guys can see what's going on here, of course. There we go. Nice. Okay, so what I've got is 4 cups of hot plastic on each side. Like I said, the top color is going to be kind of a brownish. You know what? Instead of just scripting stuff, let's just start making stuff. That's usually when stuff works out pretty good. I am going to make it a brown base. I think I'm going to start with this Denon Plastics Goose Turd. It literally is called Goose Turd. This will focus there. That is the name of the color. Pretty good base to start with, kind of a brownish end of the green pumpkin realm, if you will. So let's start adding some of this a little bit by little and see what we come up with. We're not going to go crazy. I want to take this nice and slow, make this look good. That's kind of the brown I'm looking for. Close. We're going to add a little bit of other browns to it to lighten it up just a hair. That's already getting kind of dark. So I'm going to add what's called a cocoa color. Steve, what's up, brother? Happy Thanksgiving. Awesome. Dan, I'm gonna compromise with you. I'm gonna go with a medium black flake a little bit. Okay, this is just a cocoa brown. We're gonna add a little bit of this to lighten it up just a hair. I don't want to go too light. I don't want to go too heavy. We got plenty of time to feel heavy tomorrow after eating all this wonderful food. Hopefully you guys have wonderful food and family to be thankful for. Man, I love Thanksgiving. It's one of my favorite holidays. Why wouldn't it be? You get to eat and get fat and happy and sit around, watch football. It's a pretty good deal. Okay, we're getting real close. I think the only thing I'm going to add, I'm just going to thicken it up a little bit. So I'm going to add a little bit more of this cocoa and a little bit more of that Goose Turd. I do have some brown oxide that I may throw in just to thicken it up. We'll see. Okay, and then the only other color we're going to add to the top, or sorry, no colors, flakes now. Mr. Powell in the house, what's up, brother? Rise and shine. It is fishing time. We're going to add this micro purple, micro grape, if you will. This is a 0.008 size. Let's see if it'll zoom in on the label here so you guys can see it. 0.008 in the grape color. We're going to add a little bit of this. We're not trying to overpower anything. We're just trying to give it a little bit of an accent. So this micro size goes a long way. So that was probably maybe a 1/16 of a teaspoon. Let's see how we're looking here. You know what? I may contrast that a little bit with, I am going to put a little bit of this black. So this is medium black, 0.025 size. Let's see where that sets us at. I guess we can always change it later, right? If we really hate it. Yeah, right, Tracy. Goose Turd in the spirit of the holidays. You know what? I kind of like exactly where that's at. Let me get my gloves so I can lift this up so you guys can see it on the other camera. I think we're sitting right where we need to be. As far as this top color goes, you guys can see that purple and that black that's in there. So that will be our top color. Now the bottom is going to be an amber yellowish concoction. So we're going to start off with straight amber. This is Lure Works Amber 114. That'll be the first one we start with on this belly color. Oh, nice, Brian. That's awesome. First time in 2 months. Oh man, that stinks. Doesn't work. Stuck when you get stuck there and you can't actually get out. But glad you got out, man. Couple of trout, heck yeah, man. I love wintertime trout. I think they taste way better, but that's just me. All right, here we go with this amber color. And I'm gonna try to match the same amount of drops on yellow. So I'm trying to keep about 25, 30, 35. Okay, that's about 35. Let's give it that nice amber glow if you guys can see that there. Okay, and then this is going to be straight, just straight yellow from Denon Plastics. We'll start adding this. This is definitely going to help make the color become very opaque. There we go. We're getting very close here. Very, very close. This is one of those that seems to be a simpler color that less is more and goes a long way. You don't want to overpower it by any means on either side. This one's going to be quite transparent. Okay, I'm going to go back a little bit to the amber. I think I went a little bit too far on the yellow. Let's bring it back just a hair. You know what? I love it. I like it right where it's at. It's pretty thin, so here's what I like to do to try to gauge some some color opaqueness, thickness, if you will. I'll actually take a little bit of both sides. I'll let it droop on the counter here, and this kind of can give you an idea of where we're sitting at. I think we can thicken up both sides just a hair. Let's do that before we get too carried away here. So we're going to add a little bit more amber, a little bit more yellow. I know we didn't want to overpower it. Okay, that's probably good on the belly side. Let's not get our colors mixed up here. That's the worst thing that could possibly happen, is have to start over here. So, all right, a little bit more cocoa and a little bit more goose turd. And that looks to be about it, folks. I think that's going to be the color that we start off with this evening. We may alter it from there as we go, but you never know. We'll see. Oh, Michael, you're making me very jealous. 82 degrees, man. That's awesome. Hey, Mr. Denny. What's up, Rick? How you doing, sir? Thanks for tuning in. If you guys are just tuning in, we're getting started on a kind of a Thanksgiving themed color tonight. It's a loose take on another company's color, but they call it perch and or bluegill. We're going to kind of combine those and make our own concoction. If this is cool enough, I'll pick this up so you guys can see. That's kind of the color we're going for there. You can see it. Of course, I'm getting reflection on the upper light, but there it is from the top view. Now I've strengthened the colors up a little bit. They're not this transparent, but hopefully when we pour them, they will look a little bit better as far as strength goes on the opacity side of things. Okay, let's see what else. Hey, Mr. Moreland in the house. What's up, brother? Thanks for tuning in. Awesome. Glad you guys are hanging out with me here in the bunker on this Thanksgiving Eve. Seems to be a thirsty one this evening. I tell you what, there's been a lot of stuff going on lately. Not so much in the bunker baits realm, but just life in general. Things are happening. We get a new roof on Monday. Can't believe that's happening. So that'll be kind of cool. Pictures to follow on that one. I actually got an HOA approval to get a different color shingle than black. That was a flipping miracle. All right, let's grab our plastic here. We're going to give this one last little stir. Oh, of course, you need some injectors, don't you? We're going to start off with the just old school blending block, the left and right, top and bottom laminate block first. We may bring out the other one later. We'll see. But okay, here we go. Got my injector and my blending block. Let's get this set up. The two molds we're going to start off with, I know it's kind of repetitive, but it works. It tells me kind of where we need to be. It's a 5-inch serpent shad and a 3.8-inch torpedo. Let's see what these colors look like when we start mixing them here. So, hey, Daisy, what's up? Hey, Steve. You're welcome, Daisy. My pleasure. Yes, HOAs do suck, but at least I got one decision to go my way, I guess. They gave me so much crap last summer for these stupid weeds that show up in our rocks. I spray them like every week, but I guess that wasn't good enough, but that's okay. All right, here we go. Round one going down. There's the serpent shads. I'm liking this new camera angle so you guys can see everything going on here. Okay, mold number 2. That seems like a good pour. Hopefully we got the temperature just about right. These seems to be flowing very well. Now I can already tell, I don't know if I have enough contrast between the colors, but I kind of thought that was the point tonight, is that these two top and bottom colors are kind of similar. And sometimes you don't need a stark contrast between the top and bottom to be a good laminate. But I tell you what, we're going to open up here either way, and you guys can decide whether you love them or you hate them. I don't think you'll hate them, but you never know. All right, let's get these topped off here. Okay, round one complete. Mr. Pitcher in the house. What's up, Lance? Hey, Julie, how you doing? Hopefully you're feeling a little bit better. I had seen on Facebook you said you were starting to get around a little bit more and hopefully getting cleared to go back to the gym soon. So glad to hear things are progressing, although probably not as fast as you'd like them to be, but glad to hear you are doing better. So, all right, let me get this plastic back over here for the round two. Yeah, we'll be good. Okay, good. Let's move some stuff out of the way. Hey, let's pick some winners, huh? Now that we got first round down in the hatch, let's keep going. Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure, Julie. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Is I'm gonna leave you guys on chat for just a second. So we are gonna bump over to the desktop here. I'm gonna show you guys. We're gonna pick the winners. Two things we're gonna pick. We've got the adult giveaway. This was the if you guys missed last week's episode, this was the pink lemonade color. Check out that chubby there. The cool lines we did using that swirl blending block gave it some cool effects over there, but can't be, without the first version. This is how we kind of started with a more transparent version of that pink lemonade. So we will be giving this away here in just a second. Mr. Peterson in the house. What's up, Ricky? And then the youth giveaway, I already put it away for pickup. Give me 1 second. See if I can grab it here. There we go. So we are also going to do a youth giveaway, a couple of packets of jig heads. We got those. We got some tunnel rats. We got some spotters, some 3-inch grubs. So pretty good deal for the youth anglers as well. So we'll pick that here in just a moment. Let me actually get this switched over. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Okay, good. We still got audio. All right. So here are, okay, let's do the adult giveaway first. There's all our entries from last week. Copy. Go to our wonderful circle, paste the names in there. Of course, we got to give it a bunch of shuffles here. All right, here we go. We're going to spin round one for the adult giveaway for the pink lemonade baits. Mr. Selfie, congratulations, Chris. You are the winner of the pink lemonade baits. Give me 1 second. I will write this down real quick. Congrats, Chris. Awesome. The adult winner. Okay, so now we get to close this. Complete all those. Now let's go grab the kids' names, all right? If you guys are leaving comments here, I can't see them just yet. Give me just a minute. I'll get to them. All right, so here are the youth entrances or entries. Why is that so difficult to say? All right, here we go. Copy, bring them over to our wheel of names, paste them in there. And again, give these quite a few shuffles here. All right, let's give her a spin in 1, 2, 3. Winner is Aiden, submitted by Daisy Hovey. Daisy, there seems to be a pattern here. Congratulations, Aiden. Aiden is the winner of the youth giveaway. Now, I want to make sure that we give credit where credit is due. Both of these giveaways were sponsored by Mond Malinois Kettle. Let me get back out here over here just a second. Give these folks an awesome Yeah, you guys can hear me. Okay. Thank you, Mon Malinois, for being tonight's sponsor. Paul and company, Jen, you guys out there have been amazing. So thank you guys for being the sponsor again for last week, covering the giveaways for both of these. So thank you guys so much. You do so much for the channel and the company. So just want to say thanks to you guys. Appreciate you. All right, let's get back over here to the main screen. Man, one of these days I'm going to learn this this chat room, or excuse me, this studio a little bit better so I can run this smoother. Or maybe I'll just hire a staff. Anybody, any of you guys really good at Restream out there? Okay, so here is the first opening. What would be the blending block EVI is kind of a clue of what the two colors are going to be. Now these are very transparent still. May look a little bit better on the. Well, you can't even really see it purple, can you? Okay, so we're gonna have to load up the purple a little bit, I think. before we shoot another round here. What's up, Miller? Give me 1 second, folks. I gotta let my dog in. Okay, let's open up the blending block here. No kidding. Mike says Daisy almost broke the phone. She was so excited. That's awesome. Good deal. Congrats, Aiden, and congrats, Daisy. I guess Daisy wins again. It's kind of funny that Mike hubby won last week, and Daisy piped up and said, "No, those are my baits." So, Daisy, I'll let you and Mike figure that one out. But either way, happy to have you guys be part of the show, and congratulations to Aiden for being the winner of the youth giveaway. Okay, you guys ready to open up some molds? Let's see what these colors look like, huh? He is a good boy, Dan. He really is. Awesome. Okay, here we go. Let's open up the first molds here. I'm hoping we didn't go too light. I'm hoping we went thick enough that this is actually going to look good, but we will see. Let's get this opened up here on camera. Okay, there is the top view. And yeah, I think I need to add some more purple in there because you really can't even hardly tell that the purple's in there if you're looking at, I mean, if the light hits it just right, you can kind of see the purple flake in there, but it's got to be just right. But let's see what the belly color looks like on this. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we still have a contrast between the top and the bottom. Okay, I take it back. I like where the colors are at. I'm not going to complain too much because I think we've got the contrast of the top and bottom sitting pretty close to where I want it to be. It's not too drastic. We could probably go a little bit thicker on that top color and add some purple. I don't know. What do you guys think? Good, bad, ugly? Hate it? Yeah, you guys are, Daisy. On quite the roll. Okay, now it's ponder time. What do we add? Take away. Can't really take away, but we can make them a little bit thicker here. All right, here is the other serpent shad mold. I tell you what, I really like the bait though. I'm not going to vary it too much. I think I'm just going to add a little bit more purple and a splash more brown in that top color. I think I'm going to leave the belly as is, make the top a little bit more opaque, more brown, and more purple flake. Okay, it's settled. That's what we're going to do. Let me move this stuff over to the side, get these hung up. There's one set. And two. Oh, of course, the compressor kicks on. It's all good. Thanks, Tracy. Thanks, Jeremy. Awesome. Felt you would eat anything. That's funny. Hopefully you guys can't hear my compressor going. It's I bought one of them quiet ones because I got sick of this thing getting so loud. Hopefully it doesn't interfere with audio and you guys can hear me okay. But here is the 3.8-inch torpedo swim bait. That gives you a pretty good idea. Well, let me flip it up so you guys can actually see the top versus bottom there. I don't know, what do you guys think of this color here? Yeah, a little more opaque brown and a little bit more purple flake. And I think we're going to be in there as far as what I had in mind before we started. But that doesn't mean we can't end somewhere else that's maybe a little bit better deal for us down the road. We'll see. Okay, will do, Dan. It's funny you mentioned that, Dan. Dan just said, hey, save the leftovers. I've got an idea. For you guys that don't know, we do quite a bit of custom work as well. So if you guys have an idea for some baits, we would be more than happy to give a stab at them, see if we can make your bait ideas kind of come to life. What do you guys think of that color right there? It's pretty darn close to what I was thinking. But yeah, like I said, a little bit more brown, a little bit more purple. We'll be in there. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll be off camera. I'm going to hang these up over here on my other drying rack. While I'm over here, I guess we can start talking a little bit about some of the things you got going on. If you guys don't know, we are running a 20% off sale on the website over at bunkerbaits.com. Do not need a code. It is already going to calculate the prices for you. That 20% also covers any custom orders you guys put through us. By the end of Sunday, all you got to do is just give me a message through Messenger or hit me up on the website, send me a message there. All I need is basically a name, phone number, and an email, and I'll get you a quote over there for what it would cost for your custom work. And then we're taking 20% off of that all the way through the end of the month. So that's just one of the ways we'd like to say thanks to you guys for being such awesome fans. And we think that, you know, we're pretty partial to our fans and we kind of like them. So there you guys go. You guys deserve the 20% off. All right, here we go. Round two. I want to see what these are going to look like in a sort of a creature style. Let's do this. We're going to do some jar heads. And then we're going to do some grenadiers. Because I think this will also look good in a creature style bait, not just a swim bait style or a minnow style, what we would consider a minnow mimicking shape, if you will. Say that 10 times fast. Good luck. Okay, let me grab my plastic here. We're going to do the additions like we said. Always lose my gloves. I'm going to have to tie them to a rope around my neck. You guys as parents ever do that too when you're a kid with your mittens, tie them to a rope and run them through your coat? Maybe I need to do that with my hot weather mittens here. But okay, let's give these a quick stir. See where we're at for temperature. I think we're going to need a little bit more microwave time before round two. Yes, for sure. Okay, we'll go back in there. Okay, here we go. Keep our blending block hot. Ejector, good. Okay, we're set to go on round two. As soon as we shoot this round, we're going to talk about how to enter the giveaway tonight. It's going to be pretty easy. I'm going to ask a huge favor, though, one more time. I know you guys have been sharing the crap out of our Facebook page, and I got to looking today. We are at 3,741 followers for the Bunker Baits Facebook page. I would love to hit 4,000 by the end of the weekend. So I'm going to ask you guys a huge favor. I'll go into a little bit more detail here in just a second, but I really want to be at 4,000 after the weekend. I think that's more than doable. I think, like I said, you guys are the best fans anywhere. You guys have been awesome, and I believe in you. So I think we can do that. I'll post that link up here in just a second to our Facebook page. You guys, please share the crap out of that. Go to the page, the top right corner. There's 3 dots up there. You can click on that. Go down to invite friends. Select all and send. That's probably the easiest way to do it. You can tag people in comments on any of our posts. Hey, like this page, whatever. All kinds of stuff. So there's many different ways to share the page, but that's all you got to do to get entered to the giveaway this week. That leads us to our next problem. What color are we going to call this? Oh, thanks, Julie. Turkey gravy. Finesse Leach's Turkey Craw. That's a good name. Turkey Craw. Okay, we'll keep those names going. So Dave said Turkey Craw. Tracy said Turkey Gravy. Dan wants them in a Finesse Leach. I think I like where you're thinking at, Dan, for sure. All right, let's hear those names. What do you guys want to call this color tonight? We can come up with a clever Thanksgiving name, I think. Hey, Paul, welcome. Speaking of the man, the myth, the legend himself, Paul, I know you missed it, but we definitely wanted to highlight Malin Law for being a sponsor again last week. And I just want to say thanks for all you guys do for the channel and appreciate y'all. Paul actually surprised me again last week with another pair of gloves. So thanks, Paul. Appreciate you. Okay, I'm adding just a little bit more of that goose turd and a little bit more of this cocoa brown just to help thicken up that top color. Just a hair. Nothing crazy. And like I said, we're you know what? Let's add a different size purple. I'm going to go the one size up to the 0.015 size. Let me make sure I grab the right one here. That's the same size. Give me just a second here. No, that's the large. That's got to be the middle size. Or no. Oh, that's because that's the string cut. Okay. No, I got the right one. Okay, let's dump some more of this purple in here. Uh-oh, that last little pinch kind of gave it some. Burnt cornbread, I like that. Tubes will look good. Dan, I got one of those on deck, actually. That's going to be our encore round tonight. BB Blast, I like it. Turkey Turd. Harvest Shine, Harvest Shiner. That's okay, Tracy. You can blame us. If your friends are mad that you guys are sharing this page too much, you can just send them our way and say, you know what, just take it up with Andrew, and maybe I'll convert them and they'll be Bunker Baits fans after all. We'll see. But okay, there we go. Quite a bit more purple in that top color. I like it. Give these one last little stir, and we will shoot round 2, and then I'll post the link up for our Facebook page and officially get this giveaway started. But I guess we're gonna have to pick one of these names here real soon. The Gobble Grub. I like it, Julie. Harvest Shiner sounds pretty good. Burnt cornbread. Jeremy, that's pretty close to kind of what it looks like. If you burn the top of it, you know, you put it in the oven for just a little bit too long and kind of get a little bit crispy up there. Let's keep them coming. What do you guys got for names? Hopefully by the end of shooting round 2, we got a good one. Okay, I think we are ready for round 2. Excuse me, I'm trying to run the turkey neck. Okay, here we go. Round 2 going down on tonight's Thanksgiving Eve color. Name to be determined. Here we go for round 2. It's a good pour on the jar head. Okay, I think that was a good one. There's 1, 2. Okay, here comes the Grenadiers. That's the first one. You know, Jeremy, let's go with that. I kind of like that. Burnt cornbread. Something just a little bit different, but I do like it. Let's go with that for tonight's name. Burnt cornbread. That's pretty easy. It's kind of tough to spell. Hopefully, C-O-R-N-B-R. Yeah, hopefully you guys can spell cornbread, but I didn't mean that in a bad way. If you guys don't get offended on me, but burnt cornbread it is. I really like that. Top these off here. Okay, let me move some plastic. All right, let's do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post here in the comments a link to our Facebook page. That way you guys can go right to it. Give me just a second here. Copy that. Go back over to the chat. Okay, here we go. So all I need you guys to do is head over to our Bunker Baits Facebook page. It's probably right at the top of this feed you're watching anyway. Go to the top right corner, hit the 3 dots on the drop down, go down to invite friends, select all, send. For most of you guys, if you haven't done it yet, it'll let you select like 1,000 names. But I think you can do it. How many times can you do it before it tells you to stop doing it? I think it's once a week you can do it. So feel free to keep doing that anytime you guys like. See here. Oh, sorry. I thought I had a notification on the other side. But once you guys have shared the page or invited friends or just try to get a few more folks over there to like and follow, all you got to do is come back over here and write done. And tonight's keyword, which is the color that we're making tonight, burnt cornbread. I really like that. I think that's about sums it up what this looks like. If you leave it in the oven just a little bit too long and that top gets kind of brownish and that underside is like golden, yellow still. Yeah, I think that's spot on there. So good job, Jeremy, on naming tonight's color. Let me get this stuff cleaned up here so we can get ready for round 3. Pilgrim Craw. Ooh, dang, Julie, that's a good one. If I hadn't already picked that name already, that's a pretty Pilgrim Craw. I really like that. You can only throw it in November, though. It's a rule. Okay, so that is tonight's color, burnt cornbread. And all you got to do is, like I said, help share the Bunker Baits Facebook page. Really trying to get to 4,000 followers by the end of the weekend if we can make that happen. And then once you're done that, come back over here, write done, and the keyword burnt cornbread. And that'll be tonight's keyword. All right, Mr. Waller is in the giveaway. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate you. Okay, I got that all down. That down. Okay, molds are cool. Let's open up round 2. Goose goop. Sounds like almost sounds like a bad recipe, Tracy. Like you got some leftover goose from previous winter. Make some goose goop. All right, here is the 3.4-inch jar head. If you guys can see that up there on the top camera, that's the belly side. That's kind of that yellowish underside. Check out the top color right there. You guys can see a lot more of that purple that we added in there. A little bit more brown, but not overpowering. I think that's about right for, can you guys see that laminate line? There you go. That's what I was looking for. Now you can see all that nice purple in there. Looking good. Awesome. Burnt cornbread it is. Okay, we got one more jar head to open here, and then we'll start going on the next one. Mr. Hovey's in the giveaway. Mr. Cernich is in the giveaway. Rick Denny's in. Heck yeah, thanks, folks. Appreciate you playing along. There's another look at that. You can really start to see some of that purple in the claws there. I think it's looking pretty good. What do you guys think? Maybe we hold it this way, you get a little bit more of the light. Maybe just a hair. I like them. Okay, let me get these hung up. We will open up the other ones. Okay. Now, for the Grenadiers, these are the 4-inch beaver style baits. Definitely a favorite. Mr. Taylor, what's up, Dale? How you doing, sir? Jarheads don't have yellow bellies. I would say it depends on what kind of they're saying they've been crawling in. How's that? Is that a fair compromise, Mr. Taylor? I don't think they literally have yellow bellies, but oh, you got me laughing. I forgot to show you guys the mold. Here we go. So there is the top side. You guys can see that there, and there is the belly color. You get a little bit more blending in the tails, the claw section, if you will, of this bait. I like how it blends there. Right, Mike? I like it. Hey, Mike, I got some good news on that bigger bait that you gave me a while back. I've got somebody making a model of that this weekend, so hopefully we'll have a mold for that here real soon. Man, those do look really good. I like that. Just enough subtle flake in that top side with that purple and that medium black that looking good. Okay, we'll get these hung up. Mr. Langdon is in the giveaway. Mr. Dobransky is in there, and he said he'll take $25 for his order. Thank you, sir. That also brings up a great point, Dan. For any of you guys that see colors on Wild Color Wednesday or anywhere really, if you guys want some, even as we're making them here on the show, just let me know. That's too easy. Generally, we could make some additional plastic very easily. We already know kind of the recipe, so there's no big deal there. So just let us know if you guys want any of the colors that we have going on Wild Color Wednesdays, especially this week because we've got the 20% off sale. So now would be a great time for you guys to hop on and get you some of these baits while you can for 20% off. Speaking of 20% off stuff, you know what else is also 20% off? The new hats. Did you guys get a chance to see these? Let me get over here to the full camera so you guys can see the full deal. Check out the leather patch hats. These are a snapback version, trucker style hat. These are pretty sweet. These are 20% off right now online. Head over to bunkerbaits.com. Check out the Bunker Baits gear. We also have beanies. You guys get to see the cool beanies also with the leather patch. So some of those are on there. Paul can attest to these. He picked up a few. So thanks again, Paul. Appreciate you. Don't forget, gift season is here. I know Black Friday's coming up on Black Friday, but you guys can knock out probably have your gift shopping for your angler before Friday if you just head over to bunkerbaits.com. So anyway, I'll stop harping about that. Appreciate you guys. Please take advantage while you can. We don't run sales very often, so please check it out while we have it going. Oh, Miller's so sad. You okay, bud? You want to come say hi? Come here. Let's see if I can get you closer here on the other camera. Here he is. You sit. Good boy. You want to say hi? You want to wave? Yeah? He's a good boy. All right. Let's grab some plastic here. Knock out round 3. So bolts from round 3. What we are going to do is I threw some frogs in there because I think this would be a cool frog color, honestly. But then I also threw some riflemen. That's some of the or one of the shapes we don't do too often here on Wild Color Wednesday. Dang, those really cooled off. I got to go for another round of microwave. With these cooler temps lately, I've been keeping the bunker a little bit cooler. Try to save on some of the heating cost, if you will, but I open it up for when I do a lot of production for ventilation. So sometimes it cools off in here. All right. Okay, Jeremy Moreland is in the giveaway. Sorry, I missed a few comments here. Let me go back up. Okay, 25, but you want the large black flake. Okay, got you, Dan. Too easy. Joey says, what color water is best? Joey, I don't think I understand your question. What would this color be best in clear or dirty water? I think is what you're asking. Joey, I would say it depends. And I would probably depends on where you're at too. I know this color's been working lately this time of year for a lot of guys. In, I would say, medium clarity, you know, maybe 1 foot, 2 foot visibility. They've been doing pretty good. But I think this would look or work in clear water or cloudy water. It probably just depends where you're at. Just try it. Because it doesn't look exactly like a bait fish per se. You could probably throw it anytime you want for a reaction bite when you're looking for some sort of reaction, no matter what the water clarity is. But it definitely has a craw kind of feel to it as well. So I think as a natural color, as a craw, Alabama craw, if you will, this kind of resembles that Alabama craw color. So I know it's beating around the bush, Joey, but bottom line is I think it'll work anywhere. So go ahead and throw it and give it a try and see what happens. Okay, Julie is in the giveaway. All right, let's grab our plastic here, get going on round 3. I think we're on track to beat our normal 1-hour episode if we can make that happen. It's getting close. Oh, I just launched an entire container of purple flakes underneath my cabinets here. We'll have to get those later. Good thing we don't have to add any more before we keep shooting. So, all right, here we go on round 3. Like I said, I got frogs, and we're going to do some riflemen. That's another crop pattern or crop shape that looks very cool. Okay, here we go. Round 3 going down. This is a frog. Man, these frog molds take a lot of plastic. Here is number 2. Here goes the rifleman. Okay, got those topped off. Set these aside. We got one more round of topping off here. Oh, almost lost me an ejector there. Let's not do that. Okay, there we go. Round 3 complete. Let's get these back over here. Keep them warm in the microwave so we don't mess them up for round 4 here. All right, what else exciting is going wrong? Or going wrong? Hopefully nothing's going wrong. It's actually been quite the opposite. Feeling blessed lately. A lot of good things going on. I truly feel thankful for a lot of the blessings in my life lately. So a lot of that's part to you guys out there for kind of making that happen. So just want to say thanks. Appreciate y'all. Daniel over on Instagram. What's up, buddy? Oh, he was there for a second. We're not getting much love over on the Instagram side. That's okay. Seems like most of our followers over here on the Facebook side of things. Anyway, so I want to thank you guys for sticking it out and being with us for as long as you have. I know sometimes our shows get a little drawn out. Try to keep you guys at least somewhat entertained as we go through here. Oh, I didn't top off that frog mold enough. Hopefully it didn't get any air pockets in it. We'll see. Okay, that'll be ready in just a second. Open up round 3, and then we'll be going on round 4 before you know it. So yeah, what I was saying, that time of year to kind of be thankful for blessings that have come my way this year. I mean, as with every year, I'm very thankful, but it seems to be this year that the things that have been fortunate enough to go my way have been phenomenal. So very thankful this year. Thank you all for being here with me along for the journey and wherever this may lead. So thank you guys. Love y'all. Really do. Hey, Mr. Callahan over on the YouTube side. That's the first comment on YouTube we've had. Oh, you're right, Jeremy. It's going to be a heck of a jig trailer. Both in that, I think both in the beaver and the jar head. Both are going to look amazing as a trailer in this color. Tracy's over there on the Instagram side. What's up, Tracy? Thank you, sir. Appreciate you guys passing around and checking out some of the other social media channels that we try to broadcast on. Really means a lot and kind of helps the algorithms on those get a little bit more popular as well. So thank you guys for that. Okay, here we go. Round 3, frogs. That sucker's still way hot, but I want to show you guys. Oh, that looks cool. Okay, so there's the top view. Well, I popped that one out of the legs there, but there's the top view, belly view, belly side of the frogs. Let's see what the top view looks like as we come out of here. Ooh, those look cool. Give me something if you could find a frog kind of that color in the wild. That belly color really, really shines. Kind of if you can see it from, well, you guys don't get a chance to see it with the light from underneath side, but there's the top side, and there is the belly color. You know what, Mike Dan? This just might be a pretty good color over there. Might have to give it a show. Oh, for sure, Mike. Absolutely, man. Sorry it's taking so long. I think I finally got my artist home for a week, so she can do some sculpting for me. For you guys who don't know, my daughter goes to Boise State. She is home for the week, enjoying herself back at home without doing so much grinding schoolwork, she says. That's been quite the semester for her. First semester, she took an okay workload. Second semester was about the same. And this semester, she decided she was going to take a few extra classes and try to knock down some of her timeline for graduation. Well, now she's feeling the pain of the workload, unfortunately, but she's done a good job. She's been grinding away and doing what she's got to do. So proud of you, Cadence. Good job. Keep it up. Oh, you bet, Mike. Thanks, man. Okay, here is, again, I got carried away and I took it out of it. I showed you guys, but there is the Rifleman. This is a smaller, like a 3.2-inch punch-in crawl, almost like a fat grub body, a couple of appendages sticking out, and these nice stubby little legs. But these are a pretty good little flipping bait for real thick cover. These will go through those little pockets pretty easy. You don't need to beef it up with a 2-ounce weight to get through some of the mats with a little bit smaller profile bait. So those look pretty sweet. I like those. Okay, we got one more of those to open, and then we will be moving on to our 4th and final round here. Those ones look just as good. Maybe we can show you the top and the bottom at the same time so you guys can have a little comparison to either side. That might be an okay view there where you can see most of the tops versus the bottoms. I like those right there. Thanks, Dave. Okay. Rifleman is a success. I think we got this color kind of dialed in. I really like where it's at. Burnt cornbread. Okay, let's load up some molds. Round 4 here. Round 4, I'm going to do some brush hogs, the warthogs to be exact, and then I'm going to do some tubes. So I've got the 4-inch toe tube lined up, ready to go right here. Oh, I goofed. I should have warmed these up a little bit. Maybe I have enough time. Let me put them on the hot plate here. Some of the appendages, if you shoot plastic too cold, it won't fill all the way down on the tails. So I generally like to put those molds on the hot plate, but I totally spaced it. And again, this being a live show, sometimes things don't go like they're supposed to, but that's just how it goes, man. Okay, let's check the plastic, and then we will see if our molds are hot enough to at least get one more good round out of it. I think if I got the plastic hot enough, I could probably just shoot it and be okay. Yeah, maybe. Having wishful thinking here, not planning ahead. It's kind of hard to do when it gets pretty cold in here. These aluminum molds like to cool down very fast. You know what? This is going to look good in some open pore swim baits. I don't know if you guys saw my personal Facebook page the other day. I had some kind of a bluegill-esque open pore swim bait up there that I poured. That was pretty fun. I like doing some creative stuff like that every now and then. I don't get to do it enough. So awesome. Don't throw what in the microwave? The bad ones. Sometimes that happens. Okay, there is the brown side. I think it will be just warm enough for this fourth and final round of the evening. If you guys are still hanging with me after all this time, definitely want to say thanks. Making baits live is not always the most glorious thing in the world to watch, so I do appreciate you guys wanting to hang out here long enough with me to see the final batch come out of the molds. There we go. There's a nicer high. There we go. Now we're in business. Okay. 2 molds going in. There's that. There's that. Blending block. We're going to go kind of fast here. So, all right. Round 4 going down. Yeah, that felt like a good fill there. Nice. Okay. I think we got them all the way filled on there. And now for the 4-inch warthogs. These are becoming one of my favorite baits to, if I'm looking for a lighter, like Texas rig style bait, especially around vegetation, grass specifically. The warthog is becoming one of my favorites. Something about those tails flapping through the grass as it falls, especially in a lighter weight, 1/4 ounce, maybe a 3/8 at the most, seems to give me the most action as they're going down. They don't fall too fast. They don't fall too slow. Definitely a good rate of fall, about a 1/4 or 3/8 ounce bullet weight. Get these topped off here. Oh no, I won't throw the molds in the trash, Dan. Oh, you mean in the microwave? Yeah, that'd be horrible. Don't throw them. No. Don't put metal in the microwave if you can help it. Okay, I think we are almost there. One more. Love it. All righty. As soon as those cool off, we will be popping those open. Looks like we had a little bit of plastic left over too, so we might be able to have a little fun off camera. Maybe add a few things that, or a few shapes to this to sweeten up the pot. I tell you what, let's do this. I'll make a deal with you guys. If we can get to 4,000 followers by Monday, we'll say Sunday night at midnight. If we can get to 4,000 followers by Sunday night at midnight, I will double the giveaway here, and we'll pick 2 winners next week on Wednesday. Deal? Is that fair? I think we can do that. That's only 259 more followers. I don't think that's that bad. Can we get that many by Monday, Sunday night, midnight? Okay, if we meet that goal, I'll double make the baits tonight, and we'll do a double giveaway next week. I think that's fair. Ooh, Dan, that's a good one. 2 liter for sure. Oh, Paul's asking who won. So the adult side was Chris Felty, was the adult winner of Pink Lemonade. And then the kids side was Aiden, 13 years old, submitted by Daisy Hubby, which they were the winner last week. So seems to be a good streak going on over there. So thanks again for those folks that participated last week. Hey, Dad, how's it going? I didn't see your comment there. You over at grandma's tonight, or you at home tonight? I'll see what he says. All right. One last time on how to enter the giveaway this evening. All you got to do is head over to the the Facebook page for Bunker Baits, and either share the page or invite friends to like the page, and then come back over here, write done the keyword burnt cornbread. That will get you put into the giveaway for this week's color. Thanks again, Jeremy, for the name. That seems to be pretty darn fitting for what this turned out like. So that's it to enter, and then yeah, okay. Good deal, Dad. I probably need to give you. I'll give you a holler tomorrow morning, ish, whenever we get up. So if we can get to 4,000 followers by Sunday night at midnight, we're going to double the giveaway, and then we'll pick 2 winners next week. So thank you guys ahead of time for sharing the page, getting the name out there as much as you guys can. You guys have done so much. I get texts from you guys sometimes like, "Oh my goodness, 100 of my friends liked it." And so I can't thank you guys enough. Appreciate you. All right, here we go. This is the 4-inch warthog. What side is it going to stay on? Well, mixed on me. It's going to stay on both. Okay, this is the top view with that brown color and the purple flake. You guys can see them there. Again, you guys can see the flapping tails there. That's kind of what I was talking about with that lighter Texas rig getting through the grass here. These tails just really love to dance there. But here's the belly side. Check those out. Get a good mix in the tails as far as the colors go. You can see both of them. So, yes, sir. Thanks, Jeremy. Appreciate you joining. Okay, we got one more of those to open, and then we're going to open up some of them toe tubes. Oh, this one is just as good. Loving it. Okay, Warthog is a success. Let's go with the tubes here. And we're going to need the air compressor. If you guys have been with me before, when we shoot the tubes live on the air. Tracy is in over on the Instagram side. Would that be a double entry? One per social media profile? That'd be kind of cool. Okay, here we go. I'm going to pop one of these out of the mold here. Actually, let's do all 4 real quick so you guys can see. Okay, there we go. That is all 4 of the molds, excuse me, all 4 baits out of the tube mold. Let me get these tails lined up. When I use the compressor, they get a little tangled. But let me lay these out so they look nice and pretty. There we go. There is the burnt cornbread tube color. The coolest part is look at that laminate line down the side there. I'll show you guys on the bigger camera right here. There's the front side of that tube. There's the belly side. Here's a good side view of that laminate color. What do you guys think of those? Loving the tubes. Oh, I see Tracy. He's smart there. Tim, what's up, dude? Thanks for tuning in. Awesome. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you guys joining this evening. Hope you guys had a good time. I know I've got another one over here to open, but it gets real loud with that compressor, and I don't want to blow your guys' ears out. So with that said, thank you guys again for tuning in. Thanks for lasting this long, hanging out till the end. It's much appreciated on my side. Had a fun time making tonight's color. Thanks for participating in the giveaway. Like I said, we're going to pick 2 winners on Wednesday if we can get 4,000 followers by Sunday night at midnight. So I challenge you out there to, hey, let's see what we can do. Yes, Dad, tubes where it's at for sure. Heck yeah. Yes, sir. Awesome. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Appreciate you all again. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Please spend the time with some loved ones if you can, and be thankful for what's going on in your lives. And if you look for the blessings in life, they're pretty easy to see, and hopefully make you a little bit happier during the holidays here. So anyway, thanks again, guys. Have a wonderful evening. Have a great Thanksgiving. We will see you next week back here in the bunker for another episode of Wild Color Wednesday.